Okay, good morning. I'm going to explain in this video how to use ChatGPT or ClaudeAI, a couple of platforms that are very useful. They are very powerful to self-study, to self-tutor, okay, to develop the habit of self-directed learning. I think that this is going to be very, very useful for everyone. And I'm going to explain the activity that we are going to be doing. I will do a couple of examples, then you are going to do the rest. So here are the instructions. Let me magnify this a little bit. Okay, self-tutoring guide. You're gonna connect to either ChatGPT or ClaudeAI, either or. You can use both and use prompts. Okay, the first prompt is gonna be this one here. You're gonna copy and paste all this part. Okay, and then you're gonna substitute the word disease by these conditions. You don't need to do that. You don't need to substitute in the prompt when you we are going to show you how to do it, because ChatGPT understands that everything that is between these brackets, is that a bracket? I don't know. Between these things is the disease that you're going to copy and paste later. Okay, this is the prompt one. Then when you finish with these conditions, and you can add all the diseases that you want when you're studying, these are just some examples, you're gonna move to the next step, that is explain the difference between incubation period and prodromal period, okay, to see what we get from there. And then prompt number 3, explain the pathophysiological mechanism behind, let me change this, behind Nikolsky sign. Now the prompt 4 is after you read all the information that the artificial intelligence gives you, you study, try to understand. Okay, so you stop here and you take, for example, all the diseases and compare the pathophysiology of them to see what they have in common, what is different, what is unique for each disease. Okay, you are gonna create or paste this prompt here. Create 20 multiple choice questions, 2 for each of the topics above. So we have 8, 9, and 10. It's gonna have 20 questions, and we give some specificities that we want. Don't use none of the above or all of the above as answer choices. We could add here, try to make them similar to the ones we have on the pans. I have never done this. Let's see if it works. Don't give me the correct answer until I request them. And when I do, please provide the rationale for the correct and incorrect answers. When you have the 20 multiple choice questions, take a piece of paper, notebook, or your phone and answer them. Okay, I consider that in the question 1, the option C is correct, in the 2, the 3 or 4, the D is correct, etc. Then request, please give me the correct answers, and then compare your answers with the ones that the ChatGPT or ClaudeAI gave you. Okay, in many cases it's gonna be easy. Understand why. And maybe there is 1, 2, 3 questions that you don't have very clear, so you optionally can use this last prompt. Please explain why in question 5 the correct answer is C and not A. Okay, let's try one example. I'm gonna copy this part here, and I have opened ChatGPT I'm using the paid version. If you don't have the paid version, this is what it's gonna be. Okay. And I'm using here ClaudeAI. In ClaudeAI, you simply when you before logging in, you're gonna put your email, gonna submit, and they're gonna send you a code to your email. Then you paste the code there, and you are inside. Okay, you don't have to pay anything for that. So I'm gonna start with ChatGPT. I'm gonna paste the prompt, and I'm gonna let's see what happens. Why it gives me type 2 diabetes. Let's stop generating. Let me delete this. I know. Show ChatGPT chose a disease. Sometimes it's crazy. So we're going to start with melanoma. So we have to do that. Ready? Put melanoma there. This is Grammarly, another artificial intelligence tell me to correct the prompt. Let me copy this. Okay, so I can fix this here. Oh, what I'm doing. And I'm gonna submit. As you see, ChatGPT calls me by my name. Okay. And this is because I have the paid version and I give some information about me. Okay, let's see what it says. Malignant tumor originating in melanocytes, most deadly form of skin cancer if not diagnosed early. Multiple risk factors, genetic predisposition, exposure to UV light. Notice that it's going beyond the pathophysiology. It's giving treatment, management, practical takeaways, so it's very powerful. Okay, let me see. Context and example. Well, melanocytes are the cells, blah, 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 blah. Okay, radial growth, vertical growth, metastasis. The reason melanoma is so dangerous is ability. ABCD rule. Well, let me tell you something. All this information is very interesting, but it's not giving me the pathophysiology. How could you summarize the pathogenesis of melanoma? Okay. So it is telling me many things that are good, but I need something else. Could melanoma appear in areas other than the skin? Mucosal, ocular, acral, lentiginous. Okay. Okay, now, well, you can continue with the rest of the diseases here, then move to this prompt and then to this prompt. And I'm gonna copy paste this prompt here. the one of the multiple choice questions after I studied all the things that appear there. Let's see. But instead of 20, because I will write 5, because I only have, let me write 3. I only have one topic. Okay. And I don't have all these. Okay. This would be great if I have the 10 topics. I don't want to write anything that ChatGPT doesn't understand. Let me copy paste this. Okay, let me see. So 3 multiple choice questions, don't use none of the above, try to make them like the ones in the pants. This is experimental. Let's see. Which phase of melanoma is characterized by horizontal spread of cancer cells? Question 2. So now I will take a notebook and okay, what is the one characterized by horizontal spread, vertical, radial, metastatic, angiogenic? Well, I think it's radial, no? It's horizontal. 50-year-old patient comes with a pigmented lesion on the sole of the foot that's been gradually increasing in size. Which subtype? In the sole of the foot, we have the superficial spreading, lentigo-maligna, nodular, and acral. Remember, acral means distal, so it fits in the soles or in the palms. Okay, this is acral. Then which of the following is not? I don't like this, but ABCD, asymmetry, irregularity, variation, elevation. Okay, so this elevation, okay, the D. Let's go to the lecture. Where are the? Okay, there you can see the rule. ABCD. Where is the? Did it explain? Oh, asymmetry, border, irregularity, color variation, diameter, and evolution. So it's not elevation. It's a good question. Okay. So I think it's D, okay, D, and here A. And, all right, give me the answers, please. I always say please. I always treat ChatGPT very nicely. If not, you're gonna see that it can get moody. Let's see. Oh, did I say A? Oh no, radial, B. And well, it's giving me the correct answer and the rationale for each of them. Question 2 is D, and gives me the rationales is very good. And I'm gonna use the last prompt. I don't have any confusion there. I think these are plain. Could you explain why in question 2? In question 2, the correct answer is D and not, let me see, acral, nodular, B. Just to say something, so you can see how the prompt works. Okay, acral melanoma is a melanoma that frequently appears on non-sun exposed areas, particularly soles of the feet, palms of the hands, under the nails. Most commonly seen in individuals with darker skin, not associated with UV exposure. Lentigo maligna, the B, usually occurs in sun-damaged skin, often on the face, in elderly individuals. Okay, so if the question says there is a lesion in the sole of the foot, it's most likely, okay, to be this type of melanoma. Okay, so there you have, okay, how to use artificial intelligence. Let me try to see what ClaudeAI says. I think this is giving me more pathophysiology than ChatGPT. Okay, I am liking this more. I have to get used to use this, but I think it's more pathophysiology. Notice that doesn't say anything about the treatment management. Well, something, but very briefly. Let's see what was the second prompt. Now I'm going to ask for the questions. Okay, create multiple choice questions. Let's see. Which of the following is the most important risk factor? UV or biopsy? Well, this is more clinical medicine, not pathophysiology. Let me change this. About the pathophysiology of melanoma. Let's see. Well, these are more pathophysiology, and maybe it goes too deep in that, to the molecular mechanisms. Let me see. I think the questions in ChatGPT are more punk style. No, but this is good too. These are good too. These are good pathophysiology questions, but maybe go a bit beyond what we need. Okay, so I think that using the combination of ClaudeAI and ChatGPT, for example, the pathophysiology is very good here, but I like more the questions in ChatGPT. So we can use the two systems or the two platforms together and compare the information. I think that is good because sometimes these platforms make mistakes. So we can, if something is not clear, we can compare. Okay. Let me ask something here because it tells UVB, ultraviolet B. Let me ask something. So UVA radiation doesn't cause skin cancer? That is a question that anyone could have. Very good. Very good. Okay, I love it. Okay, so hope you liked it, hope you can use it and benefit from this. Okay, use it please, and that way you're gonna avoid spending a lot of money in tutors or in books or in different things that you have to pay a monthly, very expensive sometimes subscription. Okay.